Join me as I dig deep into the signs of gaslighting and see if I can spot them in my own life. Gaslighting is a term that's been thrown around a lot lately, but what exactly does it mean? Simply put, gaslighting is a form of emotional manipulation where someone makes you question your own sanity or memory. It's a subtle yet powerful way to gain control over someone, and it can happen in any kind of relationship, romantic or otherwise. You might be wondering, how does gaslighting even work? Well, it can be as simple as someone denying previous conversations or events, making you doubt your own perception of reality. They might tell you that you're overreacting, or being too sensitive, or even make you feel guilty for bringing up a problem in the first place. These tactics can be incredibly insidious, and before you know it, you're second-guessing everything you think or feel. On the surface, these interactions might seem harmless, but over time, they can add up to a pattern of behavior that's incredibly damaging. Gaslighting can make you feel anxious, confused, or even depressed, and it's often used as a tool to maintain power and control in a relationship. The worst part is, you might not even realize it's happening until it's too late. Gaslighting can be especially hard to spot because it often starts with small, seemingly insignificant incidents. For example, your partner might forget a conversation you had, or downplay the importance of something that happened. At first, you might brush it off as a misunderstanding, but as time goes on, these incidents can add up and make you feel like you're going crazy. One of the most insidious things about gaslighting is that it can make you feel like you're the one who's crazy or flawed. You might start to doubt your own memories, wonder if you're overreacting, or even question your own sanity. It's a clever way for the gaslighter to shift the focus off their own behavior and onto yours, making you feel like you're the problem. The psychological effects of gaslighting can be incredibly severe. Victims often report feeling anxious, depressed, or isolated, and it can even lead to PTSD. It's not uncommon for people who have been gaslighted to feel like they've lost their sense of self, like they're living in a constant state of uncertainty and self-doubt. I've spoken to people who have been gaslighted, and the stories they share are heartbreaking. They talk about feeling trapped, like they're walking on eggshells around their partner, never knowing when the next blow will come. They describe feeling like they're living in a constant state of fear, always wondering what they did wrong, or what they can do to fix things. One of the most powerful moments in recovering from gaslighting is when you finally realize what's been happening. It's like a switch flips, and you're suddenly aware that you're not crazy, that you're not the problem. It's an incredibly empowering moment, and it's often the catalyst for change. As you become more aware of the signs of gaslighting, you start to notice patterns in your own life. You start to realize that maybe you have been doubting yourself. Maybe you have been giving someone too much power over your emotions. It's a scary realization, but it's also incredibly liberating. So, what can you do if you think you're being gaslighted? The most important thing is to trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, to demand respect and honesty in your relationships. And if you need to, don't be afraid to get out. In conclusion, gaslighting is a serious issue that affects far too many people. It's a subtle yet powerful form of emotional manipulation, and it can have devastating effects on our mental health and well-being. By recognizing the signs of gaslighting and trusting our instincts, we can start to break free from these toxic patterns and build healthier, happier relationships. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've experienced gaslighting in any form, please share your story in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about emotional health and relationships, be sure to check out my other videos.